Hello all, this is Dr. Rathgipper, and I'm going to walk you through setting up your professional portfolio for your music education courses. This is a portfolio that will share only between yourself and your professor in whatever class. It will include many of your bits of coursework, your assignments, and so please know that we'll be password protecting all of these. And as you can see from the screen right now, this is actually what would happen if anyone went to your portfolio. If you set it up correctly, they would be asked for a password. And so I will put in my password to show you what an example one of these portfolios might look like. There we go. So you'll see it has your name and music educator in the top. It will also have 4 pages: home, coursework, portfolio, resume. You'll notice there's your name or Bucking Badger here, picture, and a bio. And then finally your name, music educator, and a email here at the bottom. Your coursework will actually be a blog where we'll be sharing each of your assignments, and it will have some categories of pedagogy, artistry, scholarship, and engagement. Each one of your assignments will fit under one or more of those. Your portfolio will leave pretty much open, but we'll be curating some of the examples of your best learning here. And finally, a resume. This will be near the end of your time to help you as you transition this from a school, a learning portfolio, to a teaching portfolio more properly. So if you can see, it's just kind of a basic thing right now. For some reason, it's not loading, but in the end, it's not a big deal. So we're going to go ahead and set this up right now, and you can either follow this video or you can follow the specific directions in Canvas. Either way works for me. So you're going to go ahead and go to wix.com, wix.com, or if I were to open this up, wix.com. And once you get here, you're going to want to sign in or sign up for a free service, and you're going to use your wisc.edu, your official university email for this, please. After you've gotten that set up, again, we're only going to use free aspects of this, so please don't worry about that. If it asks you for any payment information, I don't know why it would, but say no. We're going to create a new website. It's going to ask us if we would like AI to help us. You know, AI is a really useful tool in some situations. I've tried this with the AI and it has not been helpful. So we will do it without. We're going to be setting this up as a music teacher portfolio, which should come up. And now we're going to name our site. So I'm just going to name it my name and see if that works. It did, cool. So you can do that, or you can name it music educator. It really depends on your preference. Now we need to check the apps we need. We need the portfolio. We don't need the music. Not that we're not going to have music on here, but we don't want to use their app. And we do need a blog. And then we're going to go ahead and make sure that nothing else is set and push OK. From here, we'll want to make sure to go ahead and design our website. And I would like to go ahead and start with a template. You can also try a custom build if you'd like. And I'm going to use this one. Select and edit. Again, it's going to ask us for if AI can help us. We're not going to use it because it doesn't really help us all that much. I'll wait until it tells me it's ready. See, it usually snaps at me, which is weird. But I'm going to exit out of that one. We don't need that to do it. Now what we're going to do is edit the actual pages to make sure we have the correct pages. Click here, Page, Home, Manage Pages. All we need are home, a portfolio, a blog, and maybe an about or a bio. So I'm going to get rid of everything else. Delete, delete, delete. And I'm just clicking on these 3 circles and 3 periods or dots in the middle of the circle to find that and delete. And now I'm going to rename everything. Again, the 3 little dots, rename, home with a lowercase, about is actually going to be turned into resume, Portfolio is going to be portfolio. Blog is going to be coursework. And now I'm just going to reorganize them so that it goes home, coursework, portfolio, resume. To do that, I click on this side, the left side, and drag it where I want it. Great. And now I'm going to go and start editing some things. On this page, you're going to need to, first of all, change the image, because many of you don't know me, but that's not me. So I would want to upload my own image. And so I could upload images from my own website or from Facebook if you want to log into those things. We're going to start editing things. And so in the top, I do want to make sure I've got those things correct and they look nice. I'm going to move them over because they didn't look very good. And I'm going to erase everything I don't need. So I don't need, I don't want that. But I do want my name, music educator, and I want my email on the bottom. Great. Now, after I, let's just change my image right now. I'm just going to upload an image. Let's go to bunch of headshots here. I'll use this older one. You can add more pictures than what we're doing right now, but what we're doing right now is just very simpler, and I'm actually going to now, I'll need to change the size of it, right? Because it's clearly too big. So I think I can zoom more, but I don't want to zoom. I want to see if I can, there we go, crop it so that I just get what I want. It's a nice sunny picture of me that fits in that box. All I did was just double click on that to get to that information. Now you can move things around, by the way. You can move this over here if I wanted it on the side. I believe I can even, it can even make it so that it moves these around. But be playful, find a format that works for you. You do want to have your name first. So I'm gonna drag this down, put my name at the very top. And then after my picture, I need a bio. I'm actually just gonna copy that to bring it down and put in bio. Probably make it a little bit smaller, right? Maybe 30, so 30. There we go. And then I'm going to write a bio here. Now you need to write a bio, and your bio needs to be between 125 and 250 words, which is really about a half to one full page typed but single spaced. And it's going to include 3 parts. First is where are you from, which means where are you from, but also like what have you been doing musically and as a teacher. Okay, what are you doing? So what are you doing right now as a musician, as a teacher? And 3, where are you going? What do you hope to be doing as a musician, as a teacher in the future? That's all you really need. Again, just your name, picture, bio, and this information at the bottom. But you could add other things. You can click on media and add more pictures. I would encourage you not to include like link to your social media, but you could add other things to personalize this. Now we're going to go ahead and move over and start editing other chunks. So we're going to go back to here. We're going to go to coursework, and we're actually going to publish our first coursework post. This is where we're going to be posting all of our assignments. So you'll make an assignment, maybe you'll do it in Drive, and then you're going to come here and write a short summary of what it is and post it. So we're going to click to manage posts, and we're going to create a new post. And you'll copy and paste this directly out of the assignment. It's going to be called organization, and you're going to copy and paste from using all the way down to reflections. Bring this in, paste. I don't want it as numbers, and then I'm just going to go ahead and bold these. It just tells people how things are going to be organized. Now, before you push publish, you actually need to go and push categories. We're going to add 4 categories. Every assignment is going to be one of these 4 categories. Either pedagogy, which means teaching, or actually the kind of the art of teaching, one's approach to teaching, more specifically artistry, spelled correctly, of course, scholarship, which is not what we mean, money here. What we mean is inquiry, your readings, your thoughts, your thinking, your intellectual work, and then finally engagement. And engagement has to do with going out and working with other people in the community around music, and then finally going to tag things. This one's going to be music slash CURRIC 300. And now I'll publish it once it has its categories and tags. And then I can close this out. And if I need to edit it, right down here is where I would edit it. And I can get to that by, here it's going to pop up and change once it registers. Cool. If I want to edit this one, I can click on, double click on this. And I can either manage posts or create a post. If I want to manage posts, that's where I'm going to go in and select and edit existing posts, like here. Great. Now let's go to the other 2 pages. I'm going to go to portfolio now, and all you need is portfolio. So I'm actually just going to delete what they have here. There. And that's it. Done. Easiest one, right? And then resume, you can really erase pretty much everything else. You're going to probably want to put a picture of yourself. And, the only things you really need in here are contact information. And so maybe give your email, contact if you want to include phone or other ways of contacting you. But that's all you really need to add there. And then I'm going to edit everything else out. Now here you can include pictures of you performing, videos of you performing if you'd like as well. Great. Now that we have all these things set, now we need to set it to be private. And so all this takes is, finally, I'm just going to go back to my main page, doesn't really matter. But I'm going to click on settings at the very top, right here, settings, and scroll down to site password, password holders, and then set a password. It can't be that long. It can't be all that long, because if you notice, it stopped doing it, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 characters. Great. Now, once you do this, you need to immediately open up an email and set my information in there and say password and just paste your password. Okay? Bloop, blop, blink. Okay? You don't need to make an informal thing and send it to me. Also, you might want to save it yourself. Cool. After you do this, you're going to go ahead and push publish. And let me show you something important. Every time you do anything, you have to publish. Always publish before you exit. And I'll ask you to send me the URL. People oftentimes want to send me this, but if you send me that and I paste it in, here's what it's going to look like. It's going to ask me to sign in, because if you notice, that link actually says editor in it. Okay, this is an editor link. See, website editor. So instead of that, you need to copy this. So this is the link. So if I copy this and I go incognito and I pushed here, it's going to ask me for my password. Oh, it's right, because I haven't set the actual password on this. Yours will have a set password on it. But that's the link I need. Here, I want to show you, if we're outside of our page and you want to find that actual link, that link is always in your kind of home area right here, up here at the top. That is your actual name. And it's probably going to be your name and then your name again. I don't know. But that's the link you always need to send me. Okay? If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out via email.